Leo, welcome to your weekly reading. Apologies for my voice. I lost it a few days ago, but luckily it's back now, so I'm back to working. I'm actually very happy to be back. My goodness, sitting in bed is just not my thing, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, this is gonna be for the week of the 23rd to the 29th of January, so let's have a little look together and see what's going on for you guys, okay? I've just moved the mic closer to me for those who are bothered by it, because some people are, strangely. Just so that you guys can hear me, I'm not going to strain my voice. I'm actually speaking quite softly, so you guys can hear me if it's this close, okay? Alright, for Leo. Thank you. For Leo. Ooh, very nice. That's an interesting play of events. It's really strange because I see, unless you have love in your life already, in which case you guys could be buying a home, like I just see that you are walking into a new life, a new world, new way of being. You might even find that you've already made these changes, or within this week you'll be making these changes of looking after yourself, being that person you wish to be, and you're really embodying this future character that you want to become. Like I see you're walking into a completely new energy, which is interesting. You're leaving the old behind. Of course, it's still kind of there for us to process, understand, learn from, but let go. Very important. But as you're walking into this, you're going to be gaining a lot of attention, a lot of celebration. You might even, for those who are single, come across an amazing love interest and get into a relationship. Like, maybe not all within this week, but let me just tell you, this is where the energy is going. But then when that happens, unless it's already been happening, you kind of reach this like fork in the road, as it says. Look, I'll show you the play of events that's happening. We have between worlds, so things are looking up, things are looking good, things are moving forward. You're in alignment to who you are becoming and supposed to be, which is amazing. Celebration, colored back to your life, like you're gaining that crown, and now you're meeting someone on that same level. Beautiful, loyal hearts, very, very good connection, very stable one. But then you kind of have this fork in the road, like, what do I do now? Or you will reach a situation where you're gonna have to change something in your life, which is interesting. Now, this might not be bad. I don't see it being bad. I think like it's a change in direction. When you meet somebody or in a relationship, you will have to change direction. Not with the person, most likely. I really don't know if it's to do with this relationship, but this relationship has led to this. Maybe that means that you have to now move to a different place in the world, or move to a different place in general. Like, it does mean your life is going to change, which is very interesting. Fork in the road. Now where do I go, or what do I do? It's interesting. Let me just see what this is. Current energy, please, for Leo for the week. 10 of Pentacles. So maybe it's like you've achieved something and now you're going to have to like find something else to work towards. You're the 10 of Pentacles, which is that, this is that happy ending, if you wish. It's stability, it's long-term success, it's those finances, stability in your finances, gaining, a big sum of money for some of you. This is that happy home, happy family. An inheritance for some. Can I clarify this fork in the road, please? What is this? I want to get to the point directly. The 4 of Wands. So you've achieved something. Just be careful that you start to go, okay, well, now what? Like, now I've got this in my life, what else do I need? I think it's only human to want more. Some of you could actually be having to move again for Wands. We do have that kind of house in the middle. It could even be a church, to be honest with you. So you could be getting married and now you're like, whoa. King of Pentacles, again, very stable. If you're getting into a relationship, it's with someone who is very wealthy, very financially stable. For some of you, this could be going into a job here. This person's older. This could be a family-run business. Four of Wands is success. So what is the problem? The Fool. There's a desire to take a leap of faith in another direction. What, Leo? I think this could just be the commitment that you now have to something. Might be a job, might be a relationship. It's a very loyal partnership between you and somebody. It requires you to make some sort of change, which is something that you may want or may have wanted, but for some reason there's some confusion around it. This all looks good to me. If I'm going to be honest with you, what's the blockage for this week? The Ten of Cups. Like, for some reason, like, you don't exactly feel happy with this, but happiness is there. I always say when a good card comes up in a blocked position, it's there, but we're just not appreciating it or seeing it for what it is. Ten of Cups is like happy, happily ever after. It's the rainbow after the storm. It's good things. You have 2 tens. Every single card that you have is amazing. It speaks of progress. It speaks of gaining something, reaching a milestone, reaching a goal, gaining stability, financial stuff. But this fork in the road is like, what do I do now? Like, maybe you're feeling like you've done everything. Like, you might want to change things up in your life now because of this. Just be aware that you don't self-sabotage something, as long as you keep whatever this happy thing is. Clarify what the desire is behind the fork in the road. Yeah, the desire is the Tower. All right. And with that, we get the 9 of Swords and a 10 of Swords on the bottom of the deck and the Death card. This could very well be self-sabotaging. Of course, you're going to know. I'm only speaking to a few of you, by the way. Because if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That's completely fine. It's just not your reading. So nothing against me, nothing against you. Like, it's just that. The Tower card of the desire behind this fork in the road of like, you kind of feeling that you've reached a dead end might be a little bit self-sabotaging to shift things up a little bit. They're a bit too comfortable. Just double check yourself here, Leo, to make sure that what you're wanting is actually the stable beginning, stable relationship, situation, okay? And that your desire to shift things, change things might be a little bit self-sabotaging. Desire is for change, radical change, Tower, for it to fall apart. So it's very strange that that's happening. But it could be if you've kind of been used to kind of toxic people who, you know, they say this a lot in terms of relationships. So apply it for whatever situation is, but whatever situation it is in your life. But Leo, it's kind of reminding me of if you've been through, if you've met toxic people in the past where they kind of were very manipulative, or like they probably self-sabotage something because of that, maybe their traumas too, of where like, oh, it looks too good to be true. Or maybe you're not really ready for stability. I don't know what this is. I'm not going to lie to you, Leo, but it just looks like there are fears involved in the stability that makes you want to shake things up, like really shake things up. This could be someone that you're dealing with, okay? Just be aware that this could, again, be a mask. Maybe there is some fear of stability and you're seeing that now. This is giving you a chance to maybe recognize some patterns of behavior within you. Yeah, Knight of Swords and 7 of Wands here is like having to defend yourself and rushing to conclusions, rushing to, you know, judgment of things because of a fear that things are against you, or a fear that you're constantly going to have to always fight, change things, run away from situations. I don't know, Leo. Just be aware of this. Could be some disagreements coming through. Especially if you're having to rely on somebody else, that could definitely be a thing, and something that you don't really like, and because it's happening, I have to shift things up. Like, there is this fear of stability because you are more accustomed to kind of chaos. or someone is more accustomed to chaos. As we have between worlds here again, there is that lingering of the past coming in and old conditioning and old ways of being. Just be aware of that. This might be your chance to overcome certain traits within ourselves. You know, like coming outside a comfort zone, being in something loyal, being in something stable, being in something long term. It could even be a business, you know, like it's doing well, but let me change things up a little bit, you know, it's kind of that thing. Now you feel stuck, which is interesting, or someone just feels stuck, even though they're in something good. They're getting the rewards of it, gaining the, you know, but there's just not happy, like the happiness is being blocked because of someone's fear, maybe of, I don't know. King of Wands, Four of Wands, the Fool. Let's clarify this. Page of Wands. So this is like a, good news. Page of Wands with the sun on the bottom of the deck. It's like happiness. Happiness, growth. It's positivity. It's good news. A good opportunity. This is one of the most interesting readings I've done. As I was saying, a leg up is like being very dependent on people, or again, needing to be dependent on people, and maybe there's a fear behind that. There might be a little bit of inner work to do with this. Okay, clarify the between worlds, please. The King of Swords, so it could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Clarify the between worlds. Page of Pentacles. And Two of Wands. So there is a desire to move forward, a desire to learn, a desire to grow. Page of Pentacles is kind of learning and gaining as you're doing something. It's like an apprentice card. So you're learning and gaining through life at the same time. King of Swords, you know, being very clear and very certain. Could be dealing with this King of Swords, right? Could be being trained by someone, by the way. The Two of Wands is like thinking of the future, moving forward. So that kind of fits in underneath that card. So what's the problem, Leo? What's the problem, Spirit? Judgment, need to release. Maybe you need to let go of the need to control some things, or to trust in a little bit more. I don't know, Leo. It kind of just feels like if this is you or this is somebody else, there's a need to let go of an old way of being, an old chapter, so that this new one can begin, and begin on a strong thing. Make sure it's fulfilling you. Let's clarify this Ten of Cups and why it's in blockage. The Four of Swords, so it's like a need for healing. Yeah, the Lovers as well. Maybe you're worried that someone's wearing a mask. I think that some fears are getting involved in actually a very good relationship. There's a fear of the worst, a fear of this, like, but I think that this is self-sabotaging. In the Ten of Cups, there's a need to heal something here so that you can fully appreciate the fact that you've come away from the worst of it. You're moving into some good things. You will attain some loving energy. And there's no catch to it. You know what I'm saying? I think you've dealt with some very toxic people, I'm not gonna lie, or like people that made you believe that things had to be chaotic, or you had to, you know, like always be struggling or fighting for what you want. Like this Knight of Swords energy that you had coming through, to clarify that Tower card, is like kind of like running away from situations, being direct, confrontation, doing this, doing that. Like I just get like a very like having to defend yourself. Like you're so used to that you feel strange in something that doesn't require you to have to fight, to be in conflict, or to have to push your way forward. Like it's interesting. You're safe. You're moving forward into something incredible, into what seems to be a wish fulfillment. Don't allow these negative fears and this old energy, because it's still there, get in the way of this new one. The past is not repeating itself. That Four of Swords is coming away from the Three of Swords. So you've been through the hike, you've been through the pain. The Four of Swords is now, you're healing from that. Okay, if this is in terms of love, who is currently like in our life? We have that King of King of Pentacles, so someone very stable. Yeah, look, now we have that Ace of Wands and that Ten of Cups. This is a new passionate beginning, passionate lover. There's chemistry, there's happiness, there is potential for a future and a family with this person if that's what you would like. The rainbow here, it's kind of like that wish fulfillment. Very, very happy. And again, that King of Pentacles that did come up, very stable person, someone who's very invested in their goals, all right, very invested in their money or the stability in life, okay? It's very Taurus energy, so they may want a lot of things, maybe have a lot of things like possessions, homes, blah, 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 businesses, or be working towards that. Very stable. They know what to invest in, so they see you, they want to invest in you. They see your worth and who you're becoming. Very fond of it, very loyal. But there's this strange energy that makes you feel stuck because of, again, this old energy that we still need to heal from. This person wants to respect your boundaries. Look at this. I'm still asking about this person, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. So whoever this is that you're going to be meeting or already have met, they don't want to disturb anything that you've built for yourself, this independence. Especially if you are freelance, work for yourself, or the Nine of Pentacles is just that you're very abundant in your own energy. They just want to give you this Ace of Pentacles. Just a little thing that you're missing. You have everything else. They understand that. This person is very, very, I want to say logical, but they're very practical actually is better than logical in this instance as a word to use. So this is just very sweet actually, but maybe that's where you're like, what is the catch? But guess what? That seems like a fear. That seems like we're living in something that may have already happened in a different scenario. That does look a little bit like imposter syndrome. That does look a little bit like you're defending yourself, protecting yourself here from things repeating themselves. You're putting those swords up. Again, swords. Leo, you're a fire sign. This is your nature, but I think you're so conditioned from past things or things that may already be going on in your life that you're moving away from, that you're really scared. This is a challenge for you. Take your time with it. Temperance. Don't run away. But definitely don't move forward if you're not that comfortable yet. This is about taking your time. There's no need to rush and make decisions. There's no need to shake things up a little bit. Be okay in the now enough to actually look at what you have ahead of you and in front of you, because something actually is not here to hurt you. Okay, you're safe. I really want to say that you're safe. All right, for Leo, please. Marriage. I cannot make this up. All right, someone is trustworthy. You have marriage coming through. Oof. All right. We have obstacles to overcome. So again, I do feel like there is some things internally that we have to overcome, and we have good luck with the horseshoe too. And this could be a darker man. Doesn't have to be. Could again be a Taurus because we have May underneath that, or it could be in May that you are aligned to meet this person if you haven't already. All right, this is dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. That could be you, of course. Get back to the basics. So yeah, get back to the basics here. Maybe make sure that we're fulfilled within ourselves and healed within ourselves before moving forward, if you feel like that's going to become a blockage. Because yeah, we have fire. There we go. Leo. Strong emotion, passionate love or hate. Seems to be coming in. Okay, I feel like this is a very beautiful relationship or partnership. Marriage could even be just contracts with people. So just be aware of this, okay? Let's pull you out an animal spirit card for you, Leo. Rabbit spirit. Now is a lucky time. Good for fertility if you wish. But wait a sec, if this reading resonates with you. Wait a sec. Yeah, I think underneath this we do a groundhog spirit, which does say like time to let go. I kind of feel like this is protecting your heart space so much. Like, all right, I'll give it to you. Of the past, of fears, you have to let go of that, okay? So now's a lucky time. Again, we do have now 2 cards in your reading. Speaking of good luck, you're walking into something great. Okay, just don't sabotage yourself. It's not just about this other person or this relationship. It's don't sabotage things that are going good for you because of this fear of stability that seems to be coming up for you. Okay? Anyway, I love you guys. I wish you all the best. I hope this helped in some way. Personal readings and link down below if you would like one from me. Alright, only sold on my website. Do not listen to anyone who's WhatsApping you or Telegramming you. It's not me at all. Don't use those. I'm never gonna use those when it comes down to business. So be aware of it, okay? Only on my website, so feel free to check that out. It is linked down below. But for now, sending you love, and I'll see you guys next time, okay?